You won't vote.
You young people never do.
But I do.
I do.
I do.
That's actually what people in power are betting on, that you'll check out, that you won't vote.
We and all my friends can't wait to vote, so we'll see you at the polls next Thursday.
Tuesday.
I know, Mom, I'm kidding.
It was not funny!
So be part of the victory. Get out there and vote.
Promise me you're gonna vote.
I am.
Unless you've been living under a rock the last few months, you know that on Tuesday, November 6th, the country held midterm elections, and all the celebrities came out to tell us to vote. Oprah, Justin Timberlake, Jada Pinkett Smith, Beyonce. But why all the hubbub all of a sudden? Why was the 2018 midterm elections so important? Why does it matter who our governor is? What even is a governor? Well, a governor is the elected executive head of state in the United States. The roles and responsibilities of a governor vary a little bit from state to state due to the differing state constitutions, legislation, and traditions. But what they have in common is that governors are responsible for implementing state laws and overseeing the operation of the state executive branch. As state leaders, governors advance and pursue new and revised policies and programs using executive orders, executive budgets, and legislative proposals and vetoes. Arguably, the most important part of a governor's duties is to develop and submit annual or biannual budgets for review and approval by legislators. This part is crucial as it affects things like healthcare, education, welfare, and transportation. Governors function with the assistance of department and agency heads, many of whom they are empowered to appoint. A majority of governors have the authority to appoint state court judges as well, in most cases, from a list of names submitted by a nominations committee. Governors also have the power to sign or veto bills passed by the legislature, serve as commander-in-chief of the state's military forces, grant reprieves and commutations of punishment and pardons, and declare special elections to fill vacancies in certain elected offices. So they're kind of a big deal. Despite it not being a presidential election, the results of the 2018 election has means to change citizens' lives incredibly. An example of this is the 2018 election in Florida, where Democratic nominee Andrew Gillum lost by an extremely close margin to Republican nominee Ron DeSantis. How close exactly? 0.4%. That's just over 30,000 votes. This race generated national attention because Andrew Gillum, the mayor of Tallahassee, had considerable momentum from a mobilized liberal base that had the potential to bring a Democratic governor to the governor's seat in Florida for the first time since 2001. He would also become Florida's first black governor, a major milestone for a state that has dealt with continued racial tensions as police misconduct and intolerance towards the region's immigrants and minorities has garnered outrage in the national eye. One of the most impactful results of this election is that the next in office will be able to appoint 3 judges to the Florida Supreme Court. These positions bear a heavy hand in determining the laws of the state, including the controversial Stand Your Ground law that was the basis for the acquittal of George Zimmerman in the fatal shooting of Trayvon Martin in 2013. Because DeSantis won, the Republicans will hold the power in the congressional redistricting that will occur during the 2020 census. This will allow the party to draw the voting districts in ways that will split the Democratic, minority-filled areas and water their voting power down by adding them to rural, conservative, and often predominantly white voting areas. This is a process known as gerrymandering, where a political party intentionally manipulates the boundaries of an electoral constituency to favor that party in the next election. The issues that Florida faces reflects the power that a governor has in the legal and political system of a state. It can be said that once a party controls the governor's seat, they in turn take control of the state politically. In states that are facing fierce political and ethnic tensions, the impact that this control has can be life-altering for citizens on both sides of the political spectrum.